Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Tag Lab. And the Tag Lab is where we say creativity and collage experiments come to life. That's what we're doing. We're collaging on tags and we're doing different techniques. I'm Jay, and today let me say we're diving into making a tag with a little bit of texture to it. So let's just go ahead, grab your tags and your glue and your scraps and everything, and let's get crafting together. So I made a tag. I had some craft paper. I think it's like 65 pounds maybe. And so I cut it out, made a tag, added, if you could see that, you can see it, I added a little bit of texture to it. I used this 3D Impressions embossing folder, and this one is called Leaf Pattern. So I got that, and I'm using that. I cut out a piece of pattern paper. I embossed it a little. I embossed it also. Hard to see the embossing on there, but that's giving me, when you feel it, it gives me some texture on there. So, hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. Hope you ate as much as you could. Enjoyed everything. Hope everything was delicious. And just kind of enjoyed family, friends, or whatever it was you did that day. If you spent it by yourself, then hope you enjoyed that. Got some good time to think. So I had a good day. Got to eat a little bit, take myself some extra nap. I always enjoy a good nap. Do you guys enjoy a good nap? You know, sometimes you just kind of just don't want to do nothing. You just go, I'm going to take a nap. You get it. You don't go all the way, to your bed or anything. I got to trim that. You don't go all the way to your bed or anything. You just kind of go and just take yourself, get your little throw, and lay down on your couch and be feeling good. Just be feeling like, whoa, this is I'm gonna take me a good nap. The TV's on, but you ain't worried about it. You taking a nap. So what I'm gonna be using here is feathers. Now I've used feathers before on a background, on a focal piece. And my focal piece the last time was the same as it was this time. I don't know why my focal pieces are always this. It just seems like it fits. And at this Christmas holiday time, this fits more than, where's my pokey? For somebody who has pokey tools all over the place, I never can find them. So, I'm hoping I could get these off. That's the only thing about it. When you have these stickies, these dimensional dots and things like that, if you had them for a long time, it's really hard to get the backings off because they're old and they really stick on there. You really got to pull it to get them up. So, and sometimes they just come up. They just be like, you know what? Look at that. We not sticking on there nothing. And I don't know who else has supplies that talk to them, but mine do. I was saying, we not doing this. I'm a glue. I'm not coming out the bottle. All kinds of stuff they be saying it says to me. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me, a little bit wacky in my crafting. You get down to crafting. You've been down in your craft space for some hours now. So not only are you talking to yourself, but the supplies are doing it. So I wanted to add a little texture to my tag. Let me get off my crazy tangents and start talking about what I'm doing. I wanted to add a little texture to my tags. And texture can come in lots of different ways of how you do things to add texture to your tags. You can use dimensional paste with wait a minute, you can do dimensional paste with stencils. This one don't want to come off. It's like, no, I am, and this one done fell off. I am on here. 15 minutes later, I'm still trying to get that one off. It just don't want to come off. There it go. There it go. There it go. There it go. I'm just not gonna put this one done failed off. Let's press it down. Let me see if I can take it off and peel it off. So yeah, these I've had. These little dimensional dots, I've had these for, I could say 4 or 5 years maybe. You know, sitting there. I had a few packs. And sometimes I wonder when when you buy something, you go, I'm gonna buy a couple of those. And then you get a couple and you want to say to yourself, and you're not gonna use them right away. You're not gonna use them right away. But you have one, you're using one, and it takes you a while to get to the others. So what I have here is my ballerina, and I made her this feathered dress, tutu. I made her a feathered tutu. So I'll put the feathered tutu on her because this is what's adding some texture to my tag. So I sat around with my feathers. I found the feathers while I was going through my stash. I was looking for something else for my focal piece for this week, and I ended up finding that ended up finding the the bag of feathers that I had picked up from. So I'm trying to stick this bow on top of her thing. I'm hoping it sticks, but I might have, let me get some fabric tack. Because sometimes only fabric tack works for certain things. Stuff, when you're trying to do fabric or something like that, you think you can use a little art glitter glue, but you can't. You gotta use a little fabric tack. Just stick that right down there. So let me see if I can get that on there. A little fabric tack. Get that on there, help me. Let me sit her over here for a bit while the tag sits on, while the thing gets on there. Now, what I want to do with the tag here is I want to add some more texture. So I got out my Xyron. I got my Xyron out. And I had this lattice type roll. I think we all have that. If you have a Xyron, that's the best way of being able to put this down. It's this. I think we all probably have some of that for somewhere. And my Xyron is the little one, this one, my Xyron. So that helps when you need to stick something down and you just want to add some dimension or something like that to your tag. Just use your Xyron, feed it through, and there you go. So now it has a little dimension to it. So let's see if I can get her on here now. So here she is, dancing her way. This kind of reminds me of the ballet when they had the butter. No, what's that thing called? The Nutcracker. when they have the Nutcracker. She usually comes, the lead ballerina usually comes out in this lovely little tutu. I think it's made of something, always looks like feathers or something like that to me. But she usually comes out and she's dancing, dancing, dancing in her little tutu. And she's doing her thing, and it's just beautiful. I used to, when we were kids, we would always take a field trip with our class to go and see the Nutcracker at the holiday season. So I want to put all of this nice vines and berries there to just kind of add a little bit to my tag. I'm thinking it's looking beautiful. Thinking she's looking beautiful. She looks beautiful to me. Hoping you guys can see her very well and seeing the texture of what's going on here. So, and there's a tree in behind there. So I'm gonna slide that under there. Slide that there. Press it down. Sometimes the glue, I don't know what's happening to glue, my glue. It's just not sticking good, but that could be it's not sticking good because it's on top of that piece of texture there. But you can still see the texture under there. And you can see how the tag is coming into play there. I want to, oh, don't want that glue. I want to add a little this on top of the berries. Kind of give that berry thing there a little dimension. Let's see. Here, I don't know if I want to add any more of that. I think I don't. What I want to do now is I want to get my stickles. I think I'm going to do the stickles last because if you do the stickles before, you'll get some berries. You'll get the stickles all messed up. So I want to do that last. Here, I want to get my hole punch. I'll punch a hole right there. I think I need a little big of a hole than that. I think I need a bigger hole. I was looking for my brads earlier, but I couldn't find them. I know I got brads, but I couldn't find them. What I need is a good brad, but I couldn't find my brads. So what I got here is I want to use a little bit of this chiffon. It's not cutting. Use a little bit of chiffon. Put it through that hole there for my tag. I mean, I think with the texture and all the stuff there, I like the way the tag is coming out. I like the look of it. I like the Christmassy feel of it with the holly and everything. I like the feel of it. And I like the feel of the raised parts on the tag and that. So I added quite a bit of texture. Now, when you're making your tag, find what you have in your craft room to add texture to your tag. So I like that. I like it. I like it. Now, I want to add, I have a pair of ballet slippers like, and I want to take that. I'm using a bullnose clip. And I just want to clip it through here, through my chiffon. Have it come out. I don't think that, yeah, this is a bullnose clip. Not a bullnose, I forgot what you call these. Usually find them on dressmaker things and stuff like that. So there it goes. And I wanted to add that on there. I don't know if I like the way I hooked it on. I'm gonna take it off. I don't wanna take up too much of your time with this, but I'll have to find a better way to hook it on. But I want the shoes to sit. I want the shoes to sit like that. So this is my Christmas Ballet dimensional tag that I made for this week's tag lab. I know I'm a little late because I know tag lab is usually on Wednesday, but this Wednesday, because of the holiday and because I went to visit family and everything like that, that day had a little bit of time and didn't get her quite finished. But tag lab is usually on Wednesday. Let me bring it down so you can see her. Bring my camera down so you can see her. Tell me what you think. How does it look, you guys? Do you see the texture behind the skirt? And oh, the skirt's just gorgeous, and you have texture there. Got the shoes. What I want to do is I want to add a little bit of red stickle. So give me some glam, some stickle, red stickle. Not going to touch much because I want it to dry. Just add a little bit on the berries. Some of the berries. Give it a little glamour up, little dazzle. So when it dries, I think it'll be pretty cute. There. That's what I want. That's what I want. So there she goes. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. So this is it. This is the tag. She's all done. I think she looks great. I love the feathers. I love the little red ballet shoes. Love the berries and the little stickles and everything like that, and the texture that's been given. This back there shows a little bit of texture in there. The paper. Ooh, why did I touch it? Why did I touch it? Well, there we go. I wiped it off. See, that's why you can't be showing things. But anyway, it shows the little texture on there. Tell me what you think of this week's tag lab. Thanks so much for crafting with me, for crafting and watching me today in the tag lab. If you enjoyed this textured ballet tag, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss the next video, which will be next Wednesday's tag lab. I'd love to hear what themes you want me to tackle on my next tab. Drop your ideas in the comments, and I'll see you all on my next video. Don't forget, self-care is not selfish, and take care of yourself. Bye now.